Hi everyone, this is LAR Games, and today I'm watching Season 2, Episode 2 of Zombie Land Saga. Last episode introduced, well, the second season, and I feel like it could have done a way better job at, drawing me into this new season. Because as it was, it kind of just introduced a new sort of plot and then solved it all at once that, kind of took place in between the last season and this one. All in one episode. And not only that, it wasn't particularly funny, which is, I think, the biggest draw of this series. Besides that one episode in season 1 that was very emotional, um, I do feel that the biggest strength of this show is its ability to completely, circumvent your expectations and then make you laugh because of it. But the first episode of the season had none of that. It was just kind of very straight with its intent, which I don't think was very effective. But now that this producer guy is back, I do think that maybe the comedy will pick up again. When it comes to the more serious aspect of the show, if it wanted to do something like that, I feel the most effective thing would be kind of explaining the lore more, because that's what I've been wanting. I want backstory to be explored. I want the mechanics of what caused everything to happen the way it's happening now to be explained. Essentially, how did he make zombies? I kind of want that explained at some point. Besides the whole why is he making zombies? Why specifically zombies? Why is reintroducing life to a dead person for the sake of creating an idol group more viable as a solution to his problem than anything else he could have thought of? That's my biggest question. And so far, this series has not answered that, or has even attempted to. It hasn't really explored much of his character at all. And the only times that we've seen any of his kind of goals and motivations kind of explored was in the last episode, but it was not in a way that felt like it should have been. So yeah, second season didn't start off as, as in a way that it would grab me as much as I'd hoped. So I'm hoping that the second episode kind of makes up for that. So with that said, let's get started. Also, did they ever explain why they have to eat or want to eat squid? Oh yeah, that part was pretty good. The whole fight. Also, the 3D is actually quite a bit better than it was in the first season. Yeah, I will say that. Doesn't look as jarring as it used to. Two best girls right there. Oh, that's what that was. For some reason, I thought that was like a cloth or something. Also, is it really effective to work out your bodies when you're dead? Like, I understand the idea of rehearsing to make you remember the moves, but they're zombies, right? Their muscles, I don't think, are living anymore. Also, she found another person to slap her hair on. Seems it's going to be a little difficult for Lily to read with that. Alright, skip time. So if you don't know my policy on openings, I skip them until the end because they tend to spoil things in anime. But I do watch them eventually, just not in the beginning. Although that zombie dog has always scared me. That's not how you use a microphone, sir. That's kind of your fault. So you should be the one. You should be the one with the plans. Right for the nose. Acting would be good. But they did that before, didn't they? I think that was in the first episode. They showed that. Yes, I vote for that. I need some comedy in this show. Become VTubers. I don't think that microphone is working because I feel like there'd be much bigger feedback every time he pushes that at somebody's face. Those are terrible drawings. What's that supposed to be? I forgot about this. Is that like heart actually Lily's heart? And if so, why does it look like that? His hair's a little too phallic. Of course, she is informed of him because that's one considerable pompadour, and she's a delinquent, so of course she would know about someone with a pompadour that big. I do like seeing her excited. Seeing delinquent like female characters like her being excited about something always makes me happy for some reason. Like there's a character in Watamote that is kind of like a delinquent character, and she gets excited about like Disney and stuff, and I feel that's really adorable. But that's kind of the idea of Gap Moe. Look how excited she is. Seems his hair has gotten a little flaccid over the years, but that's what happens with age. I also want to say that I do admire her shorts. They look quite good on her. That outfit in general looks great on her right now. So how do you see? I think it'd be more effective at this point to just, put it over your head. I didn't think they meant literally. I've always felt that Lily was the odd one of the group, like the odd one out, because like they're all fairly grown up, and she's the only like little kid in the entire group. Gosh, I love the energy she has right now. I might bump her up in my best girls list just because of this. I'd say she's among my three favorite. So, The old idol, the new idol, and the delinquent girl. Look at how tiny Lily is just compared to everyone else. It should count as much as anyone else's. So once again, it doesn't seem that zombies are a common thing in this world, or even something that anyone considers possible. So I really need this explained at some point. Also, that assistant girl is pretty cute. Did it show you the way? Okay, that's way too old a reference at this point to a meme. She gives me big Mordred vibes, and I love it. Wait, wait. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go back. Oh, she has a fang too. Oh man, I want that assistant to be a permanent member of the cast now. She should be one of them, the only non-zombie idol. Yeah, getting older sucks. But the assistant there has a stick too. Does he only speak in metaphors? Please join the group, assistant lady. You're great, and I love you. You gotta use guts! I kind of want to see. I kind of want to see her, this guy, and Metal Bat from One Punch Man interact. So I feel Metal Bat is probably like gigantic compared to literally everyone else here. So it's gonna make everyone look like kids. You said that before, didn't you? Does it mean anything? I don't think so. Oh, there we go. So that's why he does that. So he can finally see in front of him. Oh, that's disturbing. Also, in that last cutaway image there, all three of the best girls were in it. Wait, what? Did I miss? Yeah, I don't know. I doubt that very much. He's clearly like an idol type, which is kind of fitting for the series in her eyes. He's someone that she respects a lot because he represents like the soul of what she kind of wants to be. So going in this direction with their hypotheses is a little disturbing. You're kind of too young. Then again, she was the first one that suggested it. But then again, that is like a kid to think that. Oh, they're talking about her. Oh man, I love her. I love delinquent girls for some reason. This is mine now. Wait, who's that? So, as a result of this thinking, she found a new friend? Oh, okay, well, that's gone. Oh no, this guy again. I don't know why he's not fired yet. Oh, that's what he's taking note of? I guess their makeup is on. Also, I'm glad their lungs are working. So I guess she's kind of disappointed that he seems kind of disillusioned with life, considering how optimistic his old uh, thing used to be. I kind of want some ramen now. Came out of his nose. That's actually happened to me before. Having, uh, it hurts. Oh, did he say something about quitting radio? I guess I must have missed that. I mean, he can't keep doing this forever. Yeah, I mean, there's medication for that, but I always, every time they mention that, it just seems so small scale to me as a goal. They literally resurrected people for the sake of making this part of a country bigger or better or something. I don't like that. That's weird. That's really weird. I don't like that. I don't like that Lily was right. Well, they're not going to grow anymore. Well, she's not older than him. But still, I really wish they wouldn't have done that. Oh no. Well, you're fine enough already, but still. I don't like this though. I just think it's really weird. It was really good when it was like a admiration thing, but they had to go this way? Really? Why? Yeah, I'm just not feeling this. Do they have that little moisture that losing just a tiny bit dries them out completely? I look more pompadours. Yeah, I could have really done without that last part there because it really did not help or contribute in any way. Though I do think it's really safe to say, maybe, that she kind of confused admiration for love. She definitely did, because she didn't really know him, obviously, but still weird. I do love these outfits, by the way. I think one thing that'll be really interesting to kind of like cover in this series. Hey, look, they're back. The middle school delinquent girls. What was I saying? Oh, she's. I really hate her design. What was I saying? One thing that I think will be really interesting to cover in this series, if they ever go that direction, is them being idols for like many many years and not aging a single bit, and they still look like they're like in their teens. Well, I mean, especially Lily, who's like a very young, yeah, like a very young teen, or maybe like the preteen or something. And she's the one that who you would notice the time passing the most. And if even she doesn't grow, then that would be a very big problem. But you know what? That could actually be a big benefit. Like, now that I think of it, it might be kind of genius. If you're going to make idols, the best kind of idols you would ever be able to make would be idols that do not get old. Because the biggest reason that idols stop being idols is because they get too old for it. That, the body wears down. They can't sing the same. They can't sing the same. They can't move around the same. Age gets to you. But if you're a zombie and you can already do all these things, your body is going to stay the same forever. Though it's kind of a shame for Lily since she looks like a kid and she's going to look like a kid forever. But for the others, that's a big benefit. That's something to think about, I guess. But I don't think this is ever going to cover that. Or maybe that was his entire reason for doing this whole zombie thing, and he's kind of planning the long game with this. Like the only idol group in history who will basically last forever. If that's where that's going, then that could be very interesting. Especially when you take into consideration that there's all these side characters that could get old over time, and their reactions and experience with this idol group over a large period of time. That could be very interesting. Okay. Well, let's see where this goes this season. Because so far, the comedy is still and there was that really weird thing with the old guy, so I don't know. Still could go either way with my final thoughts on this season. I mean, it is the second episode, but I do feel it's kind of gonna it's gonna what's the word? It's on a very dangerous slope, I think, when it comes to me ultimately enjoying this or ultimately not enjoying this compared to the first season. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my reaction to this episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.